Like elevator music or
Hi,
something.
and welcome to the show. We'll be getting started here shortly. Thanks for joining us, everybody.
It literally sounds like a late night call in.
Well, you're getting ready to
Delilah.
sit on the couch.
It's like Delilah.
It says we're live. Can people actually see us? Let's see.
How do I know? Where do I need to go to the event and
If you go to the actual event page, but I will caution you, go to the event page muted.
Yep.
Because you will not want that to happen.
Be ready to close it when you start hearing double audio, because it'll be you'll hear like a delayed version of where we're at live.
My whole system seemingly is locked up here. Let me see. I want to find us too. Because is anyone listening to us right now? Or are we speaking into the void?
Well, it's hella delayed. So
no, it's up. It's up. Boom.
Yep.
We are ready. We are live. Okay, great. And are there people watching us?
I don't see us. I just see the thing. I just see the background live, but I
did what I said I wasn't going to do. There we go. All right. Yes, we are live. We are live. People can see us. We're good to go. People are reacting to it.
What?
All right, we're going to get
Why
going.
do I not see any of this?
Don't worry about it. It's all part of
I wanted to share it.
It's part of the movie magic. Here we go.
There you go. Can you see it now, Mandy?
Still
on the restream part.
I still don't know how to do this. Why does it still add an extra spotlight? And then I struggle to. All right. Well, let's get going. Here we go. Here we go.
There you go.
Boom. It only took us 1 minute and 44 seconds to get into this. Hello and welcome, everyone. I'm going to turn off this horrible music, but guess what? Nick picked this. Just remember, when you're watching this later on, Nick decided that he wanted this music.
False.
The elevator music.
Welcome, everybody, to another edition of Friday Coffee here with me and my co-host, Nick Burton. Nick, say hello to the audience.
Hey, everybody. Good afternoon for the folks in the continental U.S. We had to get started a little later this afternoon because, Mandy, where are you at right now?
Hawaii.
All right. So, yeah, we have a very special guest with us here today. Mandy, if you want to introduce yourself.
Oh, okay. Hi.
Get ready.
Well, listen, look, what we were doing before is we were introducing ourselves, and then someone was like, you guys waste too much time introducing yourselves, so we don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
So you're the more important member of this cast.
So you don't even introduce yourselves? That's kind of rude.
We just did.
People want to know?
We just did.
Okay, just did. Okay. Nope. Hi, aloha. I'm Mandy, coming to you from the glorious islands of Hawaii. I am the founder and CEO of Modern Marketing Luminetics, and I am recovering from a coffee grinder exploding on me yesterday, and I don't have coffee in my system because it blew up. So I am going on caffeine-free today with you guys, just so you know.
Well, actually, interestingly enough, there is only a small percentage of our guests which actually drink coffee, which is weird to me, but that's okay.
Really?
Anyway, yep.
They tell you this? Like you ask this question?
Yep.
It's called Friday Coffee. How would that not become a thing?
That's a good point. So wait, does this come up during they tell you? Like
usually does, yep. Or we find out in the little preview session that we had beforehand. But we already knew that you were a coffee drinker, so
yeah, you did. But
hold on.
So you didn't know that my coffee grinder literally exploded into flames yesterday. You didn't know that. So.
In honor of your dearly departed coffee grinder, we will dedicate this episode. So cheers to that. So why are you here? Why did you decide to talk to us? And how did I find you?
A really valid question, Brian, because you guys are just so cool. I couldn't resist.
Oh,
I know. We've been connected for a while.
That's true.
So I knew you. You weren't just some like rando that I'd never heard before. So there's that.
We've never met each other before.
I know, but I've seen you and we've chatted in the DMs, and your name was familiar. You know
how it works. Yes, exactly. So. And for the audience here, just for a little bit of background knowledge, Mandy was picked by GPT.
Brought to you courtesy of ChatGPT. Everybody,
that's the best part.
Go out and renew your subscription now.
Brian, what did you ask ChatGPT that actually prompted it to bring up Mandy as
Fair.
the top result.
Fair question. Yes. So I said, here is the list of almost 10,000 people I'm connected to. Tell me the most interesting person that I can find on the list. And
The most interesting person in the world.
and hold on. It wasn't Mandy, but she was on the list, right? She was close.
Top
She was
10?
close. She was
Who
in the
beat
top
me?
10 or so. Don't worry. They're on the list also. And I think actually they're our next guest.
Oh, you're not going to tell me?
No.
That's rude.
I have to have something to give people that they're interested in so they come back, right? Like, I have to hold something close. But we have some really interesting guests coming up, including a state senator, actually. So that's really kind of weird and unusual. But hey, there you go, right? We're mixing it up a little bit.
There we go.
But,
Politics. Everybody's favorite.
You're here because you're interesting. And normally we just kind of rattle off some questions to kind of frame the conversation, and 30 minutes blows by before you know it. And I know that void. I don't know what void means, but interesting. I know that you and Nick have a lot of commonalities.
Yes, is this what we're going into?
Oh, yeah.
Is this
Absolutely.
related to Mandy's aunt?
No, you have planes. You have whatever that is, wireframe planes.
Oh yeah.
behind
Yeah,
you.
this is related to Mandy's aunt then.
Grandma.
Yeah, or it's I
Anna.
thought it,
Grandma and uncles.
And we're going to do something
uncles, that's what
interactive
it
here.
was, right?
We're going to do something interactive, Mandy, and I prepped you for this, but if you're not ready, don't worry about it. There's a button in the middle of the screen that says share screen. So if you want to share that picture that you showed us during the pre-discovery and talk about it a little bit. I know Nick has more to the question, and I interrupted, but I thought it would be good to have a visual aid. Proceed, Nick.
Yeah,
I
so
don't
I
know
was
about
telling Mandy how did it even get started? Oh yeah, it was on the topic of backpacks, Brian, which look there behind you. We might have to
Here. No. I'm not going to show them because they are not going to get any, free exposure here.
Yep. So we were on the conversation of backpacks, brought up flight bag, and then behind me are a couple of airplanes that I got my ratings in. And so Mandy has a relation, or she was actually a modeler for airplane paint. Is that right?
No, she was a pilot.
Well, but she also
Yes, but you talk about the modeling first. She's a badass female pilot. The model is just like.
Listen, I'm sorry. That was misogyny. I apologize for that. No, I'm just joking. I think it's just because of the picture that you showed us, and I know you're kind of scrambling for it or whatnot.
No, I found the actual post. I posted on LinkedIn a year ago about it.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
she's amazing. Why, you want me to share now?
Yeah, do it. Yeah, that's a pretty awesome picture.
We like to be interactive. We don't want to just be talking. We're doing things. And actually, we have a little bit of an audience. Last time I checked, we had 10 people watching us. So,
oh, wow.
Hey, everybody.
Massive. Okay, share screen.
Yeah. No, it's not that massive. But we get a lot of plays in Add the Scene.
Okay, you see this? You see my screen?
Oh, excellent.
Okay, so this is my beautiful grandma, and she was a badass pilot, and she was the president of the 99s, which is an organization that still exists today for female pilots. And Amelia Earhart was actually the very first president of the 99s.
Whoa!
Yeah, we didn't even get into this. This is really cool.
Yeah, man, my grandma's a badass. She's since passed, but she's a complete badass. And this is her, and she was beautiful. This is her, Pat, in front of her Bonanza that my uncle still flies today. So he still flies this glorious plane. And then that's her and another female pilot. And then look how cute they are. They're not the cutest. So
that's
how
awesome.
How could we not share that?
I know. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, the 99 story is really cool.
Yeah.
We didn't even talk about that. So I know we're already 9 minutes in. Manny, switching topics here really quick. So tell us a little bit about what Mod Girl does and how Luminetics fits into that as well, what the differences are between the two. You're obviously founders of both of those, entrepreneur for those of you that don't know Mandy. So tell us a little bit about what you do day to day at Mod Girl.
Yeah. So now, so I want to talk a little bit too about like where everything is heading in 2026, the future of kind of marketing and sales in general. Mm-hmm. So Mod Girl is my digital marketing agency. I started in 2010. And then I became obsessed with LinkedIn. And then in 2021, I created a brand around LinkedIn training. And so now I spend a lot of my days training sales teams on how to maximize the power of LinkedIn, but also providing LinkedIn services to companies as well. And then recently, we have an AI-powered membership called The Next Wave, where we help solopreneurs, founders, consultants, and sales pros maximize the power of AI and build their personal brands and get leads coming from that via social selling, all with being authentic. So it's basically like authenticity at scale is kind of how we're branding this. So it's like personal branding at scale with AI, social selling at scale with AI. So we have custom GPTs for everything. Our post writer is super popular. It helps you write posts in your voice. We can have messages written for you with our message writer. Everything is in your voice. We have a whole system on how you can basically clone these tools that we created in ChatGPT to sound like you, but also applying formulas and frameworks that work. And so that is our new focus. We do this for teams as well, in addition to our courses. So we have on-demand courses, and then we go live and help people as well. So we have a community, Slack community. We're helping these people out. So it's all about, it's really the foundational elements of go-to-market as well. So your ICP, your goals, your point of view, how are you showing up? Because what's happening is AI is here and it's not going away, and people are lazy, as you guys know, and they're just taking the easy way out. Mm-hmm. Social media is now flooded with AI. LinkedIn isn't as bad as like Instagram. And when I say that, I mean like videos, right? Mm-hmm. Like obviously you see AI garbage content all the time on LinkedIn.
Yep.
It's
a pet peeve of mine.
It's so obvious.
As Brian knows.
Is it?
Whoa.
That's how we can trigger Nick. Oh, good to know.
Yeah. So when we originally made, what do you want to call it? What do they call this? The splash for the event.
Yeah. I got on your ass about that one.
My AI agent didn't do such a great job, and he actually continues to. I guess by that logic, I should fire him at this point in time, right? But hey, we have a shoestring budget around these parts, so we do what we can at the end of the day, right?
Brian tried to replace my face. Just for those of you who want the story, Brian tried to replace my face with a fake version of me. And
that's a good point that you bring up. Did I do it?
Not my face.
Is that what I wanted? Or is that
your ChatGPT did it and you allowed it?
That sounds like lack of ownership on Brian's part. Yeah. Yep. Take some ownership, Brian.
That's tough too, because if this becomes a kind of a gray area, and maybe this derails the conversation. I know we don't really have a tremendous amount of time, but I have explicit instructions in the memory. Mm-hmm. I have a project folder with all of the past Friday coffees, and also several times when I've told it not to do that, and it continues to do so.
Yeah, it goes rogue. It doesn't matter. You have to and did you guys know that if you are mean to AI, if you're like, damn it, why the hell did you do that? Get your life together. I'm going to fine you $10,000 if you do this again. It performs 5% better when you're mean to it.
Ooh, I don't know that that's enforcing the right behaviors.
It is, because it pisses me off sometimes, man. I get onto it. And studies show that if you are mean and you're not nice, it does 5% better. It performs and gives you 5% more accurate responses.
But what if you're nice to it? Then what does it do?
Nothing. Nice? It doesn't do anything.
Yep. It doesn't pay to be kind.
No.
Really sending a bad message to the kids.
If you tell it, I will fine you. If you do this again, I will fine you $5,000. Take your time, slow down, quit being stupid. I talk to it like this all the time. I'm pretty harsh.
Yep.
It works though. And when you threaten it, I'm going to fine you this dollar amount, I'm telling you it works. So just try it out next time. Yeah. If you replace Mandy's face with some random chick with a gap in her, the teeth were so off, my face was wrong. I'm like, bro, this is not the face.
This could segue into a whole topic about Brian, how Brian doesn't learn from his past mistakes, but we won't go into that.
Try to be mean. Try to be mean, Brian.
No, there's a different lesson. My past mistakes.
I've always been too nice. Don't be nice anymore.
My past mistakes don't make me hesitant to make future mistakes.
Interesting.
Well,
Okay. Well,
we should probably work on that.
Yep.
Well, here's
On to the next topic.
If that were the case, the show probably wouldn't even exist to begin with, because I would just be like, "Oh, this thing's not going to listen to me, and I'm just going to shelf it and be done with it," right?
And then not do the work at all.
Instead, we continue. We make progress. It gets a little closer. It was close enough to Mandy that I didn't recognize the difference. So kudos.
Boys, I can't with you guys. Your attention to detail, boys versus girls, it's just a whole other level. I just can't.
That's fine.
It's fine. We'll digress.
Yeah. So back onto the important topics here, Mandy. So age 25 is when you started Mod Girl, is that right? So you out of college, you had your first time gig as like a sales consultant, I think, and then at what was the point you realized like I can't work for the man every day. I need to do something else. I need to start my own thing. Did you have those thoughts while you were in college already and then just did that to make some cash in the meantime? Or did you realize that when you were actually working, the 40-hour week?
No, I didn't really know anything until I started working that I didn't want to work anymore for someone. So that's it. I didn't really, there was no like one pivotal moment. It was just accumulation, I think, of not liking to take orders from anyone else.
And so when you first started, your business model was, if I'm not mistaken, it was, hey, I'll charge you $500 only if you see your company. When you started getting in more like SEO, like search engine optimization was kind of how you first started your business, right? So you'd charge companies $500 if they landed on the first page of Google. So how did you go from that to really transforming and driving the business forward after that? So go ahead, Brian.
Before you go into that, I just want to add this. More or less, this is very important, everyone, because with the way that things are evolving with AI, you heard it here first, everyone. Pay attention, okay? Look, I'm on an advisory board at a college, top 25 actually in the U.S. for undergraduate program they have, and the kids are having a hard time getting jobs. So you are going to have to be resourceful like Mandy, so pay attention to what she is about to tell you.
This is literally what I was about to say. So thanks for the reminder. So literally what I did to get my first clients, it works today. And today you have to be a little bit more creative, because back in the day, this was 2010 that I was doing this, and we weren't inundated with AI taking over. So now you have to be even more creative. But what I did, I literally went to the first page in Google, and I was in Kansas City at the time, and I would type in something like, the first thing I typed in was Overland Park chiropractor. Overland Park is a suburb in Kansas of KC. And I went and I saw people on the second page of Google, and I emailed all of them. And I said, hey, your website is on page 2 in Google. I also live in Overland Park, and I would be happy to get you in the top 5. I didn't just say the first page. I said the top 5 results in Google. And when I do that, you just pay me $500. And I got one guy that was a young chiropractor that had just started, Blake. I will never forget him because he was literally my first client ever, Blake for Texas. And it's always the younger ones too that are like more apt. Like some like chiropractor that's about to retire is not gonna, they don't give a shit, So it's like the ones that are like hungry and young and like, and this was again back in the day when SEO was really the only thing. There was no social, Instagram didn't even exist. When I started my business, Instagram didn't exist. Facebook was like not for business really, So the only thing that I used was Twitter at the time, blogging, and I used Facebook, but it was less for business, and SEO. So like it was a lot easier then because there wasn't a million ways to get leads online. And so he responded, he's like, sure. So I did it for him, got paid $500, moved on to the next niche, which was roofing. Same thing. Emailed a roofer, lots of roofers, got one response that I hit the jackpot on. Because he needed a new website. So I did his website, and he actually paid me up front, and then he had a friend that was also a roofer. And then that friend had a recording studio. And he hired me on the spot to do the websites, both the websites and the SEO. And so that's how and then it just spiraled into local businesses that I was helping in Kansas City. I sold a job, I was networking, et cetera, et cetera. But I had to really prove myself as a young 20-something female in a very male-dominated industry that I knew my shit, So I had to go above and beyond and do stuff for free at the time. But how I stood out was, and what works today in 2025 and going into 2026 is highly relevant cold email outreach. That is literally how I started my business. That is how I've landed lots of revenue from my business over the years, is very strategic cold email outreach. It still works. You guys just have to do it right, because
people
it's even harder.
Can I just say, people hate it.
I know they hate it, but it works when you do it right. When you have something that's highly relevant to someone and it's timing and it's personalized and they know that you aren't just blasting them out, and it's unique. You can get creative. I mean, this stuff still works. You
think they hate it because the majority of it isn't relevant?
Yeah, that's why they hate it. The majority is garbage. I just posted the other week. I have way too many email addresses, like 8, and I get hundreds of emails, every single day. A cold email. I respond to them though. I look at them. I respond if they're good. And I just hired someone from a cold email outreach. I posted about it I think it was last week on LinkedIn, and I screenshotted it, and I was like, I actually responded. I responded to 2 cold emails this week. Here's one of them, and I hired her.
Hey, you know what, Mandy? It's a brilliant recruitment tool for you, isn't it?
Yeah. For sure.
The best one gets your attention.
Yeah, absolutely. Because it was unique, and it was and you have to know your audience, right? How she did it wouldn't work for might work for some C-suite, but I'm not corporate-y at all. I've been an entrepreneur. I've never even been in corporate. I literally sold paint and windows and I started my company. I've worked with tons of corporate companies, but I'm not your corporate persona at all. I'm super casual in how I talk and how I communicate. So it was lowercase, had a 1 emoji or something, and she abbreviated some things, and it was just it was way different than she didn't go to ChatGPT directly and copy and pasted what it said, and she used ChatGPT though, because she still does. So it's you can still use AI. Everyone can still use AI and still make it personal and unique and know your audience.
It's your intentionality. It's your attention to detail.
And she found my YouTube channel, right? And she watched my videos. She knew how I spoke. She knew my personality.
She was trying to sell you something, or she was looking for a job?
She was trying to sell me, both. Because she's a freelancer, trying to she gave me tips for my YouTube. Oh, here's another thing. Another tip that we're going to start doing soon too, that you guys can all take from this. Do something for free for people. So
hey, we're doing it right now.
Yeah, you are. So when it comes to outreach, and this is even more important in 2026, because it's so funny too, because the younger generation is over social media. They're very anti-social media, and they want in-person stuff. Yeah, we're coming up with this we're coming onto this new phase, this revolution of how social is evolving, and the younger peeps, they're over it. They don't even want social media. They're all about authenticity and being real and doing stuff in person. And actually business is shifting that way as well, there's going to be a ton more in-person events. It's already since post-COVID, we've seen the boom of in-person stuff, but 2026 is going to explode with little miniature in-person events. Everyone is craving that authentic in-person connection. And so that's a little bit different than what I'm about to say, but I wanted to mention that as well. When you guys go above and beyond in your outreach and you do something for free for someone, it's gonna get a response. So for example, this individual I responded to, she wrote some of my YouTube hooks for me, my titles. And then she gave me more ideas that were highly relevant to me. Of course, she used ChatGPT for some of the ideas, and then she tweaked them. So you guys with AI, you can do stuff for free, and it's not going to take you a ton of time.
Yeah, that's a good point. Give people something.
Free value. Yeah. So we're getting ready to launch a campaign, because we have an awesome AI post writer for LinkedIn that we can clone anyone's voice, but it uses formats that work that I mentioned earlier. So we're getting ready to launch a campaign where we're targeting very specific leaders at organizations, and we're going to write posts for them for free. And we're just going to send it to them. Thought leaders, people that should be thought leaders, but aren't. Maybe they've been only posting once a month, they have something. They've been doing this for a while. They have value to share. And we're literally going to write posts for them using Lumi, our AI post writer, and we're going to send it to them via cold email outreach follow up via LinkedIn and say, hey, I just emailed you a couple of posts I wrote for you using your voice. Not sure if you're looking to grow your brand on LinkedIn, but if so, would be happy to chat and show you, a couple of our ideas.
Yeah. And Brian, we've talked about this. There's a psychological component to it where they feel compelled to return the favor because you gave them something.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And being a psychology major, I believe back in the day, Mandy, I'm sure that you use some of that to this day. So
Nick was digging through your trash.
I know. He saw a lot. He found a lot. I was impressed.
Yeah.
Annabelle Linky Drinks. Yes, exactly. Annabelle's on here, and she does a meetup and rally with LinkedIn peeps every month. I think you do it every month, right, Annabelle? So this is what I'm talking about, though. Like and I'm going to rally to meet up with Annabelle and Leslie, and we're going to try to plan an event as well. So anything that you guys can do, and now I'm going to the new year that screams I'm a real person and stands out and provides value to people, that's the way to win, period.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you have to be creative now. You can't just be black unless you have a very specific ICP that all has a very specific problem. You can do some of this at scale and very strategically with AI. But I always tell people that I'm training, like those tier 1 accounts, those top accounts that you're going after, go above and beyond to stand out with these people.
You give them more. You give them more of your time for free.
Exactly. Yep. Mail them something. Like, get creative. Like, there's so many different ways to stand out, and that is what is winning. Clifton, you showed up at 7 a.m. on a Saturday in Australia. I'm impressed.
I saw that in the comments, actually.
Love it. You're the best.
People showed up. They liked it. And guess what? We only have 3 minutes left. Can you believe it? We said this. It always goes by super duper fast. Nick, you're running the things here, man. What do we
I don't know about that. Real quick before we get into that final question, though, if you could go back and give that 25-year-old self who was charging $500 to get to the first or top 5 on Google, if you could give yourself one piece of advice, what would it be?
Get help as quickly as you can. Hire people fast, even if you don't pay yourself.
Okay.
In the beginning,
I love it.
Back to
was so great. Yep. That's awesome.
Yep.
Dropping heat.
Nice.
I would say hire slow, fire fast, but I also think you should hire fast when you can. Just make sure it's the smart move, but fire fast too. I would say I would add that. So hire as quickly as you can and fire the moment you see red flags and you realize it's not good.
Yeah.
Fair.
Okay.
That's what I would say.
So I know we had prepped you for this one, Mandy. Next show, who, if you had to choose one person, who would it be for us to have on?
Oh yeah, I kind of forgot you were going to ask me that.
Ooh, on the spot. Go.
So,
yep, go. Just first one that pops in your mind.
Annabelle, because she's
why?
on right now. Annabelle.
That's it.
Annabelle,
that's the why, because she's on.
No, I love Annabelle. See, she's still on.
Annabelle, we're looking for you.
Annabelle, you should have Annabelle on because she's amazing. She's doing what I literally just told you guys about the in-person event. She's a LinkedIn expert. She has a ton of experience and she's fun and literally is the mold of what I am trying to get the word out, that like the tight communities and relationships and even local, like if you can bring people together locally, this is what's happening. This is what's working. And
we've
going
with that. And Annabelle, not only will we try to tap you on the shoulder, but if you throw a link in the chat too, we'll even throw it up on the screen just to give you a little bump. Because we love community. We love community building here.
Yeah, and I don't think you guys even probably talk a whole lot about in-person stuff, do you? With people?
Actually, no, not really.
I didn't think so. That's why I think they'd be different. It would be something unique because we're, mainly focused on digital strategies here. And I think we're going to see a really good like hybrid of the in-person stuff, being a requirement, for companies.
We got a live acceptance first on the air. Yes! We got a recommendation and an acceptance all in one go.
Yeah. Hell yeah, girl.
All right, 30 minutes is up. Brian, any closing words?
Just a show of appreciation for people that continue to show up and watch and give us gas for this crazy effort that we're putting into it. I hope you can see we're working to make it as fun and entertaining as possible. And bringing
Mandy made that easy.
Yeah, by getting on to Brian for faking my face. For 5 minutes.
Whatever it takes.
I can guarantee you one thing: that will not be the last time that happens. So,
Yep.
I'm sure dudes won't care as much as girls, so you could probably get away with it with guys. You know?
Yep.
Replace my face. I don't care.
That's my point.
It'll probably look better.
Yeah, exactly right. I'm starting to get old, so
You're like, go for it.
Yep.
make me look
Like,
as
I
young.
spend money on this face, so like, let's not replace it.
Oh, all right. So, any closing thoughts?
I mean,
Mandy?
skincare. I'm not saying I have a facelift or something. Botox and skincare. That's it.
Yep.
I will
All right.
admit.
Whatever you gotta do.
Okay. Oh,
Absolutely.
Annabelle has Fraction X events on the screen.
Nice.
You guys can check it out.
There you go.
All right.
All right. Well, thanks so much, Mandy. Any
Yeah, thank you guys for having
closing
me.
words or anything that you wanted to say before we jump off? You enjoy the weekend?
Just try to stand out and don't be like everyone else. That's my closing.
Oh.
My
Very
closing
nice.
words. Don't be like everyone
It's
else.
obviously to the audience, Brian, not us.
Yeah, all
Yeah,
of you
not
people are the same.
Not
Stop
you.
it. Stop
Clearly
being
not you
the
guys. We've established that.
same. All right, fair. All
All
right.
right. See you,
Okay.
everybody. Have a wonderful
Hello.
weekend.
Bye, everyone.
Aloha.
Thank you.
See ya.
Weekend, everyone. Bye.
Bye.